Post are a win. And before I start the show, please don't forget to share it on any platform you deem fit. And if you haven't already, follow me here on Rumble and be here when I'm going live, which is normally 2 p.m. Amsterdam time every day. And please also do support me through the gift card, PayPal, Patreon, Gifts and Go. Links are on the description box below, or send me super chat over at the Rumble live chat when the show is live, or subscribe to my channel and support me that way. Any support would be greatly appreciated. I can really use it. So please support your local Arwin, that would be great. Alright. Weather today is, a little bit more clouded than yesterday. Kind of changed. It's much more of a big gray soup up there overall. The wind has died down a bit. Still some big clouds floating about, but it's just mostly this, more big gray soup. No sun coming through this. It's cooled down a little bit too. I mean, it's still kind of nice, but yesterday was way nicer. All the sun all the time. It's just big gray soup is like changing the light scheme. It's just a different type of light because of it. So, right. Anyhow, it is Saturday, the 6th of June 2026. Temperature is 19 degrees Celsius with 64% humidity, 18 kilometers an hour wind, and 29% precipitation. Right. More of the same. It looks... temperature is not really coming above 20 degrees this week. Oh well. With more rain too. So I guess it's gonna be a bit of a wet start of the summer, the official summer, right? Well, it was a really nice spring though. Lots of sun. I mean, this is not unheard of, like a great warm spring and then like kind of gets a bit wet during the summer. In June it's actually, that happens like at least half of the time. And then usually by the time that August is there, there's like a second type of summer. That's going to be just as warm as the spring heat. That's usually how that goes. At least I hope so. I hope it's not just going to continuously be rain. That would kind of suck. But we'll see. It's still nice and warm. But not exactly shorts weather anymore. Right. So yeah, hope everybody out there is having a great Saturday. I had a really good sleep. Did kind of an elaborate skull massage, like at the back of my neck and all that myself last night. It was really necessary, and I don't know, for some reason I haven't done that as much. Like, because I can still remember like half a year ago I would massage myself like almost every night, and it was like kind of necessary too. Now I don't know, I've been feeling very loose, but I mean it's still, yeah, there's still like muscles that it just don't feel as much, I guess, that it like tighten up. And yeah, it's good to take care of that again, and need to do a little bit more of that, because it's just healthier. Just for the blood flow alone, that's just good. Right. Yeah, still enjoying the chicken ketchup meals, although like now I think I made the sambal bone just a little bit too spicy, like for my system, because every time I get like moments where like I have to run to the toilet, this is just too much. But it's so nice though, it's so tasty, and I mean, I'm not complaining, because I mean the intense amount of chili pepper in there, it is for me also a bit of a parasite cleanse. That's how I'm kind of using it, right? I mean, you got a lot of ginger, you got chili. That's two components of typical parasite cleansing that you hear a lot of. Like, the only thing that's missing is that I'm like eating like raw lemon juice alongside that or something, and then it's complete. And maybe some honey. But yeah, that's not part of this meal. Well, I don't know, maybe some just actual lemon juice with some honey in it would be kind of like nice on the side, as like a bit of lemonade. Maybe I should try that, because I do have the stuff for that. Yeah, maybe I'll try that later tonight when I have the last of the chicken ketchup. Because I mean the chicken was already like kind of overdate a little bit, so I don't want to leave it hanging around for too long. I'm just gonna eat it all quick. Yeah, and it's not poisoned or anything. I made sure to clean the chicken off, wash it off, right? That's usually just, if you do that, all the gook, like all the goop that kind of heaps up, which is, well, bacteria excretion, a lot of it. If you just wash that off, then it's just fine, and it doesn't matter whether it's overdate. Yeah, so I'm not getting sick of that. And it was a lot of chicken too. It's more than I would usually get if I'd have to buy all the components. It just happened to be a lot of it that I got from the food bank. And yeah, it's been very enjoyable. Maybe a bit too much on the spice, but I mean, screw it. It's nice anyway. Now I'm gonna have to figure out what to eat after that. Nah, I'll be fine. I still got plenty of food in the fridge. Right, so yeah, I did stay up a bit late last night. I kind of wanted to see Owen Benjamin live, but he was so late. It was like starting at 4 or something. 5. It's crazy time for me. I couldn't watch that live. Didn't stay up that late. But I did like catch a bunch of clips fun stuff, and it was a really interesting little video. Well, little, it's half an hour, but it's a really interesting video that Derpy posted somewhere in Worldwide Debates, and that was really very meticulous about old world spires. Like, they were all basically taken out in a very short time window. It was like concerted effort from basically mega corporations that did that. I didn't get through the entire video yet. There might be some very interesting conclusions to it too. But I mean, it's like very well recorded that this has happened, that they did this. And that, well, all these old buildings had just this ton and ton of earthing connections because of these spikes. And they have like huge thick copper wires running through the building too. It's just fascinating. More detail about what's going on with those old buildings. And I mean, those wires, they must have like really charged things. Like, you must have felt like a charge just in the building. It would be exhilarating to be there. Cleansing potentially. And by removing, yeah, all the spikes on top, the spires, and removing some of the wiring too, like, yeah, that function then just drops away. And I've been thinking too, like, what if, like, right, if those spires, if, yeah, I'm just thinking about the Tartarian half giants again. They must have like really appreciated these types of buildings, like, to energize them. It's the same theory as like how the pyramids used to be like a Tesla coil to create a charging field that giants of those times would, yeah, well, be comfortable around, because it would probably like decrease their hunger, feed them the energy directly, so they wouldn't be so cranky and hungry all the time. And this system is apparently adopted by Tartaria too, I think, and the Tartarian giants were, half giants, were probably just thriving. Then for some reason, it's not like they all just died. I think a lot of them went away. But I mean, some still stayed behind, that's for sure, like as the miners showed, the mining half giants, and some of them, those were really tall, as I showed in the show a couple of shows ago. And they basically, maybe they removed the spires specifically everywhere because they didn't want the giants to return. Because maybe it was foretold or something that at some point they would return. Maybe they went away and said like, there's darkness coming or something and we have to go. Almost like the story of the elves in Lord of the Rings, right? They had to go. It's their era was over and then they went to the Undying Lands. Maybe that's actually a reference to the giants, to the half giants, right? Elves, especially high elves, are extremely tall. That's how Tolkien described them. They're all very, very tall. Familiar? I mean, connection? I think Tolkien was literally writing about the Tartarian giants. How they were among us, and they were great and inspiring and ancient, like artistic, and then they just bunch of battles and they went away. And I mean, I really kind of like the idea. I hope most of them got away and that they have their own lands where they are left alone by the Grabbler. Yeah, I don't know. And then potentially you could say like maybe Hitler went after them. In not even in a negative way, not to conquer them. But then America also went after that. Never really heard much from that again. I hope the Giants survived. I hope they made it. I hope they didn't get secretly snuffed out or something. That would be horrible. That would make me very sad if that were the case. And like, why the hell would you even want to do that? It's just sick. Yeah. Because I mean, I feel there's this fucked up feedback loop between potentially Jews. I don't know, they might have like remnants, echoes of it still within their culture. Also because of like the whole David and Goliath thing, right? And oh, the Giants, they were evil, Nephilim, and they ate people. And it just got this idea like, okay, so whatever was left of all that way later, they just figured it out like, okay, we just need some of these energy spires, and then we're just like we're just people, and we don't get hungry and cranky all the time. Don't need to eat everything. And then the grabber comes and just starts accusing them like, no, you're gonna eat everybody. And then they tear down the spires to get away, right? To get the Giants away, which is ironically exactly the thing that would turn them into the ravenous giants again. So it's, see, I think there's just this feedback loop that they hate the Giants, but every time they try to like get rid of them, they're actually just like causing the problem to happen again, which is very typical, of course, right? It would fit right into the whole energy and frequency of what they do. Basically create a lot of problems, right? There's no problem, you point at it, it's like there's a problem there. No, there isn't. Then they do something about it, and that then causes the problem that they were pointing out that wasn't actually there yet, and now it is. Yeah? Solution, reaction, problem, as I like to call it. The absurd version of problem, reaction, solution, which is actually a logical governing tactic to do that. But because you get on top, it's how you get power, you get on top, and you create a stable situation where things are better under your reign, right? But I mean, what they do is the opposite. Things are just fine, and then they ruin it, and then it becomes worse. And that should also sound very familiar by now, because that's been happening a lot in the Western world, especially. Yeah. Right, but yeah, it's made me think, are they still out there? I hope so. Right, yeah, I don't think I'm like gonna really play this. Maybe flick through it, show some pictures, because it's like a half an hour long, but I mean, it was a really good video though. So I'm gonna just give you the link. Yeah, also stupid ads. It's YouTube. YouTube is like unbearable with the ads now. I find it quite unbearable, because they just ram really stupid shit in your face, and they just always these fucking long ads that you can't click away. Like, YouTube is the worst with those, because I mean, a lot of platforms have ads, but YouTube is like one of the only platform that I've come across that just like really forces you to sit through it, almost like old-fashioned television commercials, where it's just like, oh, be over already, right? YouTube does that too, and it's super freaking annoying. Now, of course, you can become a member of YouTube, and then you don't have the ads anymore, or ad blocker, or something. Or maybe that doesn't work, I don't know. But yeah, it sucks. YouTube ads suck. They've always sucked, but it's just the amount of ones that really suck and last very long and you can't click them away. It's become really unbearable. Because I'm like watching videos that I've watched like years ago, and there's just more ads on those same videos than there were like 10 years ago. It's just super annoying. Anyway, I'm glad I'm part of Rumble, and Rumble doesn't do that. Alright, yeah, Tartarian spires. So many of them. And so many just fantastical buildings too. It's just mind-blowing how many of these really large buildings there are. Like, I can barely get a feel for it. It's just every time I see like how big those buildings typically are, it just like I just get overwhelmed by it. But I mean, it's also because, well, they were built for slightly bigger people in a different era. And we do seem to be getting, on average, smaller over the ages. Also, depending on like how we're being engineered and poisoned and all that, that definitely has something to do with it. It definitely does. It's like you take all the poisons away, you get actual freedom, spiritual freedom to a bit of energy, and like people get bigger. They just get bigger. It works. And if everybody were just like 1.5 times as big as they are now, like then those buildings would still be incredibly large, but maybe slightly less overwhelming. Because, yeah, us getting smaller is also what makes them more intimidating over time. To our personal experiences of them. Right. Anyhow. Hope everybody's having a great Saturday. I'm doing pretty good. I am very well rested. Let's take a look around in the news. Oh yeah, there's this these videos coming out about Albania, and they're basically chasing the Israeli settlers there that came with Ivanka and Kushner came in with them, and they're chasing them out. So good on them. That's getting a lot of attention. Because, I mean, Albania is kind of like almost another world. Like, Western society has gone through all these hoops and changes and lots of changes. And Albania is basically the same. It's like almost the same. They have very low population. And it's just really, yeah, it's just barely changed. It's like this old little paradise in the middle of Europe that's just kind of like being overlooked. And all the growlers, they want to have it. Oh, it's so peaceful, it's so nice. Yes, all we want it. Yeah, so you could fucking ruin it, turn it into a shithole. Like everything else you touch. Yeah, and the Albanians, they know it. and they ain't having it. So that's encouraging to know that that's happening there. Wish some of the other countries would be doing that a little bit more. Would have been nice if Portugal did that. And above all, Spain. Frickin' Spain, man. But yeah, Spain got overrun by liberals, as they say. And migrants because of that. And yeah, it's a little late for them now. I really hope they figure it out. Hope their Castalian instincts get back to them and make this stop. Because, I mean, the Spanish, they were like, once they get going, they were crushers, and they were like, they didn't take shit from anybody. It's like kind of notorious for that in history. And yeah, I mean, at this point, I kind of hope they get it back. Because I guess I like the slightly milder Spanish people. They're very nice, but I mean, if they then just get overrun, I mean, that's not good. I don't want that. That would suck. Right? I mean, after all that history, like getting rid of the Moors again after being occupied for so long, to then just have it happen again is just incredibly humiliating. Right? And you can't claim like ignorance. Because hey, like hundreds of years ago, yeah, you're just there. It's not like you have like the internet or whatever. And then like suddenly one day a bunch of hordes of foreigners that you never seen before just suddenly come rushing in. Because yeah, you're just living in some village somewhere. Like how the hell would you know that that's going on, right? It's conquest, just suddenly happens. That's an excuse. That's actually like, yeah, you didn't know and you couldn't have known. Now, in the 21st century, you do not have that excuse. Yeah? You damn well know what they're doing and when they're doing it. Yeah, you can't just say, oh, we didn't know. Yeah, you fucking damn well did. And you could look at other countries where it's happening and know how it happens. So you damn well know. And I think that the Albanians have figured that out specifically. Like, they must be just holding on to old-fashioned ways, but still checking out the world and studying it with the internet and all that. And just realizing like, oh, we got a problem here. And our European neighbors are not exactly up to par yet to the challenge that is unleashed on us. But they get it. They held their ground. Now it's up to the rest of us to get there. Well, yeah, we could all be a little bit more Albanian right now in Europe, I'd say. Yeah, I'm gonna put that in the title. That's hilarious. So yeah, there we go. Flat Earth early bird 2655. We could all benefit from being a little bit more Albanian here in Europe. Cheers. Yeah, tensions are kind of running high in the US. It's this insane National Defense Authorization Act, the new one for 2027, where basically Israel mergers with the Israel military with the US military, which is like would be absolutely disastrous if that happened. It is like a takeover. And they get access to like all the research, the freaking Israelis. It's like just giving psychopaths that only care about conquest and taking over the entire fucking world just access to like one of the vastest research platforms that have been kept secret because it's so dangerous, and you just give all of it to them. This cannot be allowed to happen. I mean, if anything should just trigger a violent revolution in the US, it's this thing. They're like against Congress. Like the people in Congress that are like actually acquiescing them should all be hanged as traitors. Hanged. It is the most clear-cut form of treason any of them could ever do. And they should all be kicked out of the Congress and replaced and criminally persecuted until further notice. I don't even know. It's probably not gonna happen, but it should definitely, the bills should be killed off completely. It's just one fucked up thing after another in the US, isn't it? First a data center disaster and then this. I mean, it just seems like they're getting overrun with like extremities. And I mean, it's logical though as a tactic, because if you just swamp everybody with like really urgent, insane situations, well, yeah, that's the ideal ground where everybody's super occupied, where you can just sneak through the most intolerable, devastating things and just take it over from the inside. And that's what seems to be happening. I mean, and I called it. Israel is conquering the US. And if the US doesn't pull a full-blown Albania, like right now, then it's bye-bye. Say bye-bye to your beloved culture, because it's over. Yeah? They succeed with this shit, in 20 years, there will be no more America. It's only going to be about Jews. Only. And a lot of genocide of anything else. You can count on it. Say goodbye to your founding fathers. They will probably be written into suddenly being Jews. Yeah? They will probably suddenly be gaslit about, yeah, there was always a two-tier class system, the Jews and the Gentiles, and that's now, no, there was always like that. Yeah, I mean, oh, you think that sounds ridiculous? They'll do it. Because why not? You let them do everything they're doing thus far. Yeah, so why not drive it to the point where you will, like, be called out to the street with your children, where you then have to literally sacrifice your own fucking children on camera for the entire world to see on a special event. Yeah? Why not? You let them do everything else. Right? So why not? You'll probably do this shit too, and then you'll go online and tell everybody about how you're the normal one, right? Or you could pull off an Albania and make this stop happening. Yeah, and maybe, who knows, maybe reinitialize the Madagascar plan. Or at least the form of it. I mean, I'm not saying Madagascar. Maybe it's like, oh my, the Madagascarians are there even people there? Was it like specifically not? But I mean, yeah, probably a lot of people are like, don't do that. And I mean, I did hear that there's a lot of really super unique type of nature and animals there. So maybe, yeah, maybe don't do that. I get it. But the form of it, at least. I mean, there must be some island somewhere. Right? Maybe like an island near Antarctica or something. Maybe David Bowie Island could finally be officially revealed. It's just like they just go there, it's already accommodated, and then they're just out of our way. Yeah, I'm driving this into nonsense. But a plan similar to the Madagascar plan. Because maybe we don't want to sacrifice Madagascar for this purpose. But yeah, maybe there's another place that we could. Maybe, I mean, let me just give you a really wild guess, and sure they're gonna really disagree, but maybe Haiti, right? That's an island, isn't it? Set of islands. Because that, and I mean, yeah, it's not like, oh my god, but the nature, oh. Yeah, no, there's not much left of that anyway. So that give them a good opportunity to actually clean things up. And hey, they got a bunch of black people there. Oh, and they always love dealing with that. Right? And I mean, the Haitians would probably be fine being their servants anyway. Like they let everything happen to everybody else. They freaking eat each other. So they might just yeah. I don't know. Yeah, maybe Haiti. I'm just saying, right? Just throwing things out there. And I'm sorry for pissing off the Haitians that are actually trying to reform their country into something better. I'm sorry. We gotta do something, right? I mean, there is a bit of urgency with this, because it's all, everything is just happening right now. We can't just keep like, oh, we really gotta think more carefully about this. Let's come back in 100 years, and yeah, I don't think we have that amount of time. I'm gonna give it a decade. And hopefully sooner. Right. Anyhow. Yeah, I hope you're all appreciating the show. I don't know where I'm going with this. But it's just become so in your face, man. With the Israelis trying to buy up land and places in Cyprus and in Portugal and in Albania, and they try to like they had a peak of Italy on the other side, so they were like obviously trying to get another plan to like capture that strait between the peak of Italy and and basically close to Greece, right? That whole lane, that they want to obviously capture that, get on both sides, then build a bridge or whatever and just ask money. That's what they will do. I guarantee it. That's what they would do. And they're gonna try this shit everywhere in the fucking world, because they got all the money, because they fucking stole all of it got donated to them. Yeah, all of it. And they're just trying to burrow their way in, and we need to all resist it, just like Albania, and with urgency. And I mean, and violence, really, if necessary. Yeah, I'm just saying it. There's urgency. I mean, I definitely would prefer political, non-violent action, but because of the urgency and because of the sheer amount of corrupted politicians that enable this, I think that violence is really very necessary for some parts. You can't give them this win. You can't give them the win. You can't do it. Because I mean, you shouldn't need to think about it for too long to realize that if we give a bunch of Israelis a bunch of places all over Europe, you make it inevitable that they're basically going to try to Palestine all of Europe. They will do it. Yeah, you hear us? They will do that. Are you ready to have giant bombs blow up entire apartment buildings full of people in your region, in Europe, everywhere? Are you ready for that? Would you love like a giant, big, fat fucking bomb just blow up entire apartment buildings where you live? Would you like that? Are you looking forward to that? Because that's what will happen if you let them take that ground. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. There will be, the new Hamas or blah blah, whatever the fuck they're gonna make up, and they're gonna blow up entire fucking apartment buildings full of civilians of your nation, and they're gonna kill off all of you because of some made up fucking phantom opponent that doesn't even exist, and just gonna kill you off just like they did with Palestine. Yeah, that's what they will do. I guarantee it. I would literally bet my literal fucking life on it. They will do that to us, to Europe. They will do it. Yeah? And if you let your politicians get bribed by them and do that, you let them get away with it, well then, quite frankly, you deserve to get blown up by giant apartment complex crushing bombs. Okay? Right, yeah. Take a smoke break. Just need to let it all sink. Yeah, and I got more clips, I can't forget. Just to kind of play those. Really hope you'll appreciate what I do. Maybe you don't. Too fucking bad. Because I'm gonna do it anyway. Oh yeah, been hearing some really weird shit in England. Apparently the Jews have their own sort of like their own police force that's not actually legally able to do anything. But it's weird, man. I mean, I'm calling them the Judean People's Front because they are just as ridiculous as that. Right? This calls for an immediate discussion. This, yeah, that's a thing in England apparently. They have like their weird Muslim police force too apparently, but also just a Jewish police squad, and like it's literally illegal. It's just getting condoned. They just wear regular police uniforms like they're English police, but they're not, and they don't have legal authority. But England is just letting them do it anyway. Like, England is really just fucked, man. I mean, the Brits are going into revolution, and they absolutely should, because it is so fucked. It is so bizarre what it's just turned into. It's just nuts. Right, and I hope they make it, man. I hope they make it. I mean, but they gotta go harder. 50 minutes in. Hope you're all enjoying the show. OBS is quite fluid. Haven't had any stumbles yet. Rumble is a little slow, but working. Keeps falling behind the stream, but I mean it's not like blocking or anything. It's just behind. Oh yeah, I thought this was funny. I had a couple of funny clips, so maybe a good contrast with the serious nature of the subjects that I talked about today. But I mean, I thought this was like, to me, this is like kind of valuable information about Asian languages and what they sound like. And the guy is like kind of funny, but like this are because I can't distinguish like actually the language, but the sound of it, what he's talking about, is actually kind of helpful. And he's like really good at the accents too, I think. I mean, I don't know the languages in order to tell, but it does sound very legit. But I mean, what the hell do I know? I'm just a European. But still thought it was funny, so yeah, let's hear this guy out.
How to distinguish Asian languages. Again, Mandarin Chinese sounds like spaceships getting shot. 小九长叔叔揉最起加剑表表. Vietnamese sounds like cranky rubber bands. Korean sounds like a whiny machine gun. 이렇게 제 각도기 어떻게? 하루 다른 비빔밥이랑 도시락을 다 갈았어. Thai sounds like a robot with arthritis. Japanese sounds like a dramatic keyboard. And Filipino sounds like a Spanish motorcycle. Ang problema ay bawang, pero gusto kumain ng buto. Dapat ba tayong lumipat ng bisikleta? Prong, prong, prong.
Yeah, just great. Something to listen to. Like when they're talking, you can probably tell by how they're talking where they're from a little bit. It was pretty interesting. Hello, Friendly Fire. Good to see you. I'm not having a right old grumpy grumble today. Okay, what is a right old grumble? I don't know what that means, but I'm not grumpy at all. I'm actually very chill today, very relaxed. But I mean, I am tackling a serious subject. Lighten up and enjoy life? I am. What are you talking about? Okay, I don't know what's up with you there. You might be a little bit projecting. Yeah, I'm having a good time. I'm fine. I'm just taking things very serious. That's the difference. But I'm having a little bit of fun now. So it's just the timing is kind of weird. Whatever. Oh yeah, I bumped into this, and usually I'm kind of bored with AI slop, but this was pretty epic. Erica Kirk is freaking scary, man. And I mean, this video like really turns her into like an end boss in a video game, and it's like, it's genuinely freaky. Check this out.
Just a goddamn frog!
Epic. Scary. Epic. I mean, that looks like a pretty badass video game. I mean, it makes me want to, like, whoa. Someone could, like, really make a pretty freaking epic video game like that. But I mean, yeah, issues, copyright shit. It would be like an underground game, but it looks really epic. Like, yeah. You should probably, like, just watch it high res. It's pretty freaking intense. Just share it. Take a look up close. Here it is. Yeah? So, yeah, friendly fire. Ooh, lighten up a bit. I'm sorry. Oh my god, this is... I just can't let it go. I'm so freaking serious, man. That's why I just played this video. Because I just... yeah. Anyway. Oh yeah, I was also bumped into this. Thought that was interesting. A little speech, somebody that's doesn't like AI very much. It makes some good points. Check this out.
Fuck AI. Fuck AI. Fuck AI. It's stupid. It's so stupid. Have you tried using it? It's always
so
wrong.
Stupid.
Look, a lot of other respected graduation speakers in colleges around America are talking about you guys needing to master AI for the future. Okay? I'm here to tell you the mission of your generation is to destroy AI. Kill it. Have you heard how dumb people brag about how they use AI? They're always like, hey, did you know that AI can now read my email, summarize it, and draft a response? Yeah, you know who else can do that? Me. I can do that. You can't do that? How useless are you? Untalented people love bragging about using AI to help them draft their speeches and their scripts and their podcasts and their promo videos for UFC fights at the White House. Which, to be fair, even if they had filmed that for real, it would still have looked like AI. But what they're missing is this. The creating is the fun part. And I know this platitude is almost worthy of AI, but the reason shortcuts to skip to the end aren't always good is because the journey isn't just how we acquire skills. The journey is the point of all this. It is.
That guy must be watching Owen Benjamin. So that's totally in line with Owen Benjamin's philosophy.
I think your generation's upcoming battle won't be humans against AI. That's at least 2 months away. It's gonna be people with substance versus people with shallow knowledge. It's gonna be mastery versus faking it. It's gonna be people with good taste versus tacky. I trust you will put in the work necessary to be on the right side of those battles.
Guy gets it. Crushing it. Right, so yeah, that was it for the clips today. It was pretty good. Wish I could find some more, but I mean, these were the ones that I felt like, yeah, that's something I want to share. Because, yeah, of course, I bump into tons and tons of things. A lot of it is just kind of nonsense, or just, oh, look, it's funny, or it's cute, and it's like, yeah, I mean, big whoop-de-doo. Yeah, I mean, Friendly Fire seems to be a little bit mopey. Technology will create a world of imbeciles. No, it's the other way around. Imbeciles create a world of technology. Because they're idiots. They don't understand what's really valuable. And then complacent, lazy, cowardly people allow themselves to become completely dependent on that technology, yeah? But that's an individual choice. You're not forced to make those choices unless you think you have no choice. But that's a choice. Yeah, I don't use smartphones. I never have. Yeah, 2026, I've never used a smartphone. Yeah, it's a choice. Legitimately. Nobody forces you to use the technology. As individuals, what can we do? Whatever you need to. Okay, I want to fit this, but I don't know if it will. Let's see. Yeah, it does fit. Nice. Thanks for letting me know. Thanks for giving me the idea. So yeah, Flat Earth Early Bird 2655, we could all benefit from being a little bit more Albanian here in Europe. And fools create a world of technology to replace themselves, and lazy people allow themselves to become dependent on it. Does that not summarize the entire thing? Is that not what we're dealing with right now? I'd say that's a timeless statement. Would you not agree? You think life is great for the majority? I mean, there's a lot of beauty in anything, whatever you're gonna do, if you allow yourself to see it. It's the inability to see that it's great that makes you want to change everything around in the hopes that you can achieve the greatness by changing everything, even though it's already there. You're just not appreciating what you already got. Right? I mean, technology, a lot of it was developed to take over the labor of people. So they had more time. Yay, it seems really helpful, but yeah. Is the time better spent? Is it? Is it really? I don't think so. I don't think the time is better spent. I think that all the time that technology is saving up becomes wasted and is actually less healthy for people. Because they don't fill it with something that is good for you a lot of the time. Like, at least on a spiritual level. Alright. Anyhow, I'm gonna take a 2-minute break and I'll be right back. Thanks for being in the chat. Don't go anywhere. Don't forget to Rogan's it up if you're liking the show. I'll be right back. the good things in this world are free. Yeah. But I mean, give it a little and they won't be. Right? It's all up to you. More you give into technology, more you give to the Jews, the less of the good things in the world will be free. It's a guarantee. Is that a pumpkin on your table? Yeah, it is. And I didn't miss Halloween. I don't celebrate that. It's just a pumpkin I got from the food bank. They had it and I thought it was kind of cute, so just like, you know what? I'm just using that as a prop. Why not? I don't know how long it's gonna last though. I mean, it's not rotting or anything, but maybe a little, yeah. I think it's like kind of drying out a bit, but it's not rotten or anything, so it's just holding. And I like having it. I like looking at it. Oh yeah, by the way, I watched a movie again yesterday. I almost forgot about it. Movie, and I think I might have seen it like one time when I was younger, and it really did not appeal to me back then. Because it was like too slow paced and all that. So this is the first time I'm watching it consciously. Called Flight of the Dragons. It's like a cartoon, like a kind of an older cartoon. It reminds me a little bit about the animated Lord of the Rings movie. A little bit. It's not exactly like, but it's like a different type of drawing style. And it's actually really interesting, but also just super nerdy. Like really like nerd kind of nerdy. But yeah, it's basically about a Dungeons and Dragons guy. Geek. That like gets transported into the magical realm, but it's the way it was all put together is like really interesting in a way. It's all very archetypal, and the dragons concept in that movie, like it's quite unique. I've never seen anybody else actually do that as a concept. But it's really interesting. Maybe there is something to it, man. Because in that movie, spoilers, I mean, it's literally like 40 years old or something. They have, what they basically do is like dragons, they're not just flying lizards that flap their wings and fly around No, what they explicitly do in that movie is say, no, the dragons literally like blow themselves up like pufferfish with hydrogen, and then they float. They float like blimps. Mind blowing, and they like really reason it out and everything. Like they expose the whole mechanism behind it. And have this funny thing about like the nerd guy, the main character, is just like figuring it out through chemistry and using chemistry words. But the locals there and the dragons, which they talk, they're just explaining it in their, I don't know, ancient tongue, ancient ways of describing it, alchemical type of description, and they don't really know the science behind it. That's the part that's really fucking annoying about this movie. Like, it basically, the whole thing was pretty damn epic. Like, I really liked it. But then, in the end, you know what defeats the darkness? Science! And like, it's like a giant baller rant about science. I know the math! Oh, the gravity math! Relativity! Literally, like, that rant, like, gives him a protection against the evil magic. And it defeats the great evil, his knowledge of science and the skepticism that it brings. Which is, by the way, also an interesting concept, because there's something to it. You can actually have magic resistance. You can close off your susceptibility to, well, to spiritual influences using science as a shield. Using skepticism, disbelief, cutting yourself off, but with like a reassurance. It does actually work to a degree. But it's just like, it was annoying though. Because it's just like, oh really? He's gonna defeat basically like this the spirit of evil magic and fear and darkness, and Ahriman is gonna defeat Ahriman by scattergunning him like a baller. What the fuck? Like, that was just like, I like it, but it also really, really annoys me. That was a very strange experience. And it is like so nerdy. It is like a baller thing. Like, ballers probably fucking love that movie if they saw it. Because it's like, yeah! See all our knowledge of science and math! It overcomes the darkness! Ugh, nerd! So yeah, it was just fascinating. Fascinating to see. In a lot of ways, the movie is very inspired. It's also very different, and the whole dragon blimp mechanism, like, that really, really blew my mind, because I'm thinking like, is there actually something to that? Were there freaking lizards that could literally just like blow themselves up like a balloon, like a pufferfish, with hydrogen that's chemically created, and then they fly because of that, because they basically offset their density, and then just like blimps use their wings to just push themselves forth like a blimp. It was really smart, and there might be literally something to it at some point. Like, who's to tell that wasn't actually real? It just really made me think, like, is there actually something to this? Like, how did he come up with that? It's incredible. symbol on my t-shirt? That's the 10 star. It's not the Adinkra? What the hell is that? Never heard of that before. What? Okay, that I do not see the connection there. Right, the symbol of my t-shirt is a 10 star. It's this symbol. It's 2 pentagrams in direct conjunction with one another, forming a 10 star. It's not African art. I'm not into that. And I have nothing against it, it's just not my thing. It's not something that I would make. Let's just say it like this. Druid? Why does it have to be based on something? Friendly fire. What if I literally just made it anew? Because I did. These are my projects. These are symbols that I've literally created. I've thought up and created. It's very serious. Is that Druid? I don't know what the hell the Druids were doing symbol-wise. I know I like nature a lot. And the forces of nature. And I know they knew a lot. They had a lot of ancient knowledge. They were basically like also keeper of fallen angel type of knowledge. Definitely. Which can be severely abused, etc. But keepers... And they weren't like, oh, let's build an entire world based on this. No, they were not doing that. They were just keepers of it. Mostly. Oh, who knows what the hell the Druids were up to. It's so long ago. The modern Druids now are just a bunch of scheming bastards. Freemasons, Satanists. And the Druids just another pin of self-appointed honor they put on their shirt. To prop themselves up. I mean, it doesn't mean anything. Yeah, just like giving them the title of Grand Wizard. Like, it's all just a bunch of arrogant crap. Bunch of LARPing. But no, it's not Druid. I designed it? Yeah, well, I did. Like, I'm a goldsmith. It's around 2006, I made a lot of symbols. Like, as a goldsmith, I just was a designer. I designed symbols. I did it for myself. It's like for my own religion in a way. Like, the 10 star is a religious symbol to me. Like, literally. It is a representation of what I do. Which includes the path of Christ. Now. It's just the latest form representation of it. But it's patternism. It's the recognition of the pattern that connects all things. The spiritual and the physical. Like, the 10 star symbol is to me an interdimensional, interspiritual, cosmological map representation. With the outer rim being the earthly, and the most inner circle being God, and then all the planes of existence in between. That's what it represents. And of course, it's a 10 star, and 10 being the 1 and the 0, the all and the nothing, the alpha and the omega. It is just a pattern. And of course, the sun, it's also representative of the visual of the sun. So it's a lot of things. It's also the merger of the two pentagrams, which for me represents the merger of the male and the female, or marriage, if you will. You made that ring? Yes, I did, in 2008. It's the first golden item I ever made. This is my one ring, pretty much. I have others. I have a silver one that I made specifically to wear around a glove. Of course, I'm not wearing this in summer. That would be weird and kind of gay. But in the winter, what the hell? Bro. What is going on with that? Right, so yeah, then there's the ring for like a glove, which is much bigger, this one. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? 9CT. What? What does that mean? And that was silver. Is that supposed to represent carat? As in 24 karat gold being pure gold? 9 karat? No, I don't have 9 karat gold. That's really weak. No, I do the 18 and the 14 karat gold. Those are the most standard for jewelry anyway. This one is 14 karat. Like, there is no less than 50% gold alloys. Well, they might exist, but they're not going to be used for jewelry because they suck. We don't dilute gold like that. Yeah. 22 karat? No, that's not pure gold. Get it right, dude. It's 24. Are you testing me? Whether I'm actually a goldsmith? Yeah, I am. I am actually a goldsmith. That's right. It's just I'm not practicing right now because in order to do that, you really need a separate room to do that. Shouldn't be goldsmithing in the room that you sleep because you're gonna pollute the place yet let you sleep. It's not advisable. And besides, I literally don't have room here anyway. Most you can use? No. What are you talking about? I mean, technically you can like make your own ally and then you could theoretically do 22 karat gold, but I mean, who the hell does that? You can use 24 karat gold, but you have to then work it to really tighten it up, like stretch it, crush it. Otherwise it's going to be too weak because yeah, gold is really soft. So wearing 24 karat gold, I mean, that, yeah, you have to be a real show off to do that. Or like a Saudi, they like that. They like to do that sort of thing, I've heard. But yeah, no, you just want a really gold looking ring or whatever, you just do 18. It's the best, it's the most solid, it doesn't wear, like, because yeah, gold wears, like it, you scrape shit off, especially if it's 24 karat because it's so soft. Yeah, if you do 18 karat, just mostly just extra copper, it really strengthens it and then it doesn't wear out. You don't lose the gold over time as much. And 14 karat is just the most solid, the most reliable, and it still looks like gold. Oh, I'm not sure anymore what the carat on this was. I don't know. Did I make it 14 or 18? Need to find stamp. I did stamp it. I'm pretty sure I did. Okay, I'm not gonna find it without looking glass. Or maybe it just wore off. Nah, I'm pretty sure it was 14 karat. I'm not sure though anymore, really. I mean, I do have like a gold testing kit, so I could technically test it. But whatever. Do I really need to? No. Am I gonna get a Rogan's from you or what? 14 carats what the Victorians used to. I'm sure they did. I mean, the Victorians pretty much all set the metal alloy standards. Right? Sterling gold, which is the typical standard for silver. Sterling gold, sterling silver. Why did I say sterling gold? That makes sense. Sterling silver, which is 97.5% silver and the rest copper. Oh, no, wait, 92.5% silver, 7.5% copper. That's sterling silver. They invented that. That standard. And I'm sure they did the same with the gold. Thumb, okay. Yeah, indeed. Thank you for that. Tin? What? What are you talking about? Tin? Right. Yeah, I've been going for an hour and 40 minutes. It's been nice, like, having this bit back and forth conversation with you, Friendly Fire. It's nice going through just flashbacks about goldsmithing and all that. It was good when I did like doing that. I'm glad what I have still from it. But yeah, I am gonna round out the show because I just want to get some lunch. Thanks everyone for coming. Hope you liked this show. If you did, then please don't forget to Rogan's it up. And if you haven't already, follow me here on Rumble and be here when I'm going live, which is normally 2 p.m. Amsterdam time every day.
Derp, derpity, derp, 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 derp.
And please also do support me through the gift card, PayPal, Patreon, gifts, and Go. Links are all in the description box below, or send me a super chat over at the Rumble live chat when the show is live, or subscribe to my channel. Support me that way. Any support would be greatly appreciated. I couldn't always use it. Right, I'll be back tomorrow with Flat Earth Early Bird number 2656 on a Sunday. Hope to see you all then. Everybody have a great rest of the Saturday. Have a great weekend. And until the next video, keep it flat.
Derp.